Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing an episode as Danubia, which we formed from Romania, which we formed from the lowly state of Wallachia at the very start of the game. We don't really have any more goals for the playthrough. We're just going to enact Council Republic, chill, and see what our Danubian state that we newly got can kind of do or look like with just a little bit of time in terms of what the economy looks like, what the people look like, all this sort of thing. Have a lot of loyalists. Of course, have a lot of not so happy people, but we're going to give them a bunch of jobs and then they'll be happy people. We want to take another crack at Council Republic. I think that this law is extremely strong, but I haven't gotten to play too much with it. What it does is it gets rid of all of your upper strata entirely. And there's really not a good way to undo it once you do, because you completely nuke the capitalists and the landowners. So it's a button you can't unpress. So it's a little bit interesting in that sense. Oh, France. You've been having some problems. But we also, in order to do this, we were kind of naughty last episode, and we acquired a lot of infamy. It's ticking down quite a lot, but we're going to look to just kind of be chill, not nuke our market, because there's a lot of people in our market still who did not leave us. The loyal people, and so if we're naughty at all, they will leave us, so we're going to try and avoid doing that. Why do we have a war with France? I forgot exactly the meaning of this, but I have to imagine they backed out. Oh, we're protecting someone who's just Equatorial Bantu uprising. That was it. Yeah. We'll move a couple of these guys around a little bit. And we'll just push in through here, take landing with Victor Cuza on the capital when the war breaks out, which I don't think it will. I imagine he gives up. We'll try and get Council Republic and then some repressive speech laws. We did up taxes quite a bit in order to try and get solvent. We're going to keep them high, because we're going to need them high once we pass Council Republic, because we'll entirely lose the investment pool transfer, but instead we'll be relying on taxing the regular folks, their standard of living will shoot up, and so this will help to both both gain revenue and to depress the speed at which this comes up, because that's going to be bad news for us, because it's going to make government wages really expensive. And so finding that balancing act, that equilibrium, will be a little bit of there will be a little bit of growing pains in that regard. They're conciliatory, aw. And we can't make them into protectorates because we are notorious. Notorious Danubian state. Right? That's how that works? Yeah, so this will probably be the last episode we are playing with Danubia / Romania / Wallachia. Just kind of want to see, just play a little bit with the thing we made. We weren't trying super hard, going like in the paint in terms of min-maxing, otherwise we would have done things a little bit differently. Because we actually would have just had way more construction throughout, which would have caused me to play at speed 2, which I think is worse viewing experience. Let me know if you feel otherwise. But I think Speed 2 makes for a worse viewing experience, and it makes for a little bit worse gameplay experience having like 5-6K construction. Like, once the construction starts getting really high, it starts feeling a little bit more like work and a little less like play. So, let's get you there. But I haven't passed a law successfully. Alright, so the landowners are about to disappear. Now, let's get rid of free speech. Let's go censorship. And this will make, so the communists are really happy with us because we passed that law, and this makes the bourgeoisie not as mad with us, and the industrialists are going to disappear. They're going to go bye-bye. More or less. The peasants are going to get really strong. Because now everything is worker co-op, which uses machinists and laborers, which are part of the lower strata. So the lower strata is going to get yoked rich. So the average standard of living was going to go way high. You'll notice we are losing a lot of money now. Ooh, what's all this? We're going to pause. This is a lot of lot of things going at once. What's going? Unified Germany. I don't think we like that. So I think we're gonna... join this. Play a little bit of world police, but we will also up taxes a little bit. Let's put a little throttle on our deficit spending. And I do not think that they will really want any of this heat. But we will prepare for it. Oh, we are actually fighting the war. Whoops. Didn't even realize. Okay, perfect. Oh, we're at war with France again? Okay, what? Okay, I guess. Also, we finally have access to resources that are not fully exploited, so we're gonna enjoy getting to click the buttons on those, which we haven't done in a while. And set them to auto-expand as well. Yeah, let's just set them to auto-expand. Except the wood, I do think we actually need a lot of wood. So we will actually just finish out the wood. Because hardwoods are really expensive in our market. Did France join? We're only going to take one tick of trying to enact censorship as well here. I think Occitania, we're trying to get into our customs union. Can we use their obligation? No, probably because we're notorious, yeah. But we can absolve and then take on their debt. Italy gets swayed. This is going to be a huge war. Nobody picks on Austria but us. You'll notice upper strata just plummeting. They're just disappearing entirely. No more upper strata. As Diogenes would say, in the rich man's home, there's no place to spit but in his face. I think we can up this and also incorporate all the Homish territories, which we did not do, but the Danubian territories. Maybe not even all, just a good chunk of them, I suppose. Maybe we can get all. There we go. Are going to be running deficit. Let's see if we have insufficient tax capacity anywhere. on that front instead. Put him on this front. Put him on this front. I guess maybe we want to land with Victor Kuza here. In the back of Prussia. It's probably the highest damaging thing he could do. Oh my god, my kingdom to be able to scroll, which I can't. Because it doesn't let you scroll through the outliner if notifications are still popping up. Yep, see? We will send Victor Kuza that way. The mighty Danubian state. Let's see how things are going. That's not going up. But the upper strata is disappearing. They are climbing a little bit. I think it still has to regularize. The big advantage of Council Republic is also you expand your pops faster. You siphon off pops a little bit better. So. We'll need these all eventually. See the cloud, the industrialists are disappearing. So once they disappear, we won't have this malice. Can we get censorship, please? It's about to take, it's got 24.5%. I know it's behind my face. I was trying to scroll it, but so everyone could see it, but that's not how this works. Centers break rings. Alright, we're gonna pull off this law and try and go outlawed dissent instead. We'll radicalize the industrialists, but they're not even an interest group anymore. They go bye-bye. They will disappear into the vapor, into the nothingness. Now, being able to build really fast is one of the advantages of not going Council Republic. I think we'll take the look good, just to make sure that they stay high. I think we could pay more here and get up to 100 authority, and then we'd be able to consumption tax something. Now we could get rid of porcelain and instead tax services. There we go. We'll let them have their fun there. Oh baby, we're getting in there. I think they're gonna fall apart here in a sec as a result of this. That would be my guess. We of course can do this. Although very quickly we're gonna just strip all the mat resources out of here. So much coal. It's no wonder like Austria is always such a great trade partner for just like importing their coal. My kingdom, we've tried to outlaw dissent so much now. And our economy is starting to recover. Standard of living is not quite pulling up yet. I think it will once we completely get rid of the upper strata, who now are more disenfranchised than the lower strata. Maybe we'll only take one tick of this. Because we do want to switch over off of laissez-faire now to interventionalism, or traditionalism is also fine. The reason why is, also interventionalism would let us subsidize individual buildings, which we would like, and traditionalism would give us bureaucracy population cost, but most of our bureaucracy cost is from institutions anyways, so this is not a big deal. But the main reason we don't want laissez-faire anymore is because we have no investment pool transfer anyways. So, and we have low interest rate, which is nice while we're running this deficit. So maybe we'll wait until we pull out of the deficit and then we'll switch to like interventionalism. But it's no longer useful or good. The way it once was. I think we're gonna do a little zip you over here, because you're gonna expand faster. Just sink your teeth into Prussia. We have a ton of excess bureaucracy now, so could probably expand some of these institutions. Might even be able to expand Social Security a little bit. How much are we paying in welfare? It's not too bad. We'll see what increasing the minimum wage does. Now, increasing the minimum wage is much more attractive when we don't have an upper strata, but we don't want to pay and somehow get them to stay around, so they just wipe peace out. Fair enough. Fair enough. And we have an absolute banger military. We get to play world police a little bit there. In terms of unifying Germany, we are moving away from being notorious. Of course, we could annex them. It's really tempting. How come oil has not been found? Oh, oil was found here. Take it all back. Economy's starting to look good again. I think that we want to. We have a bunch of trade routes with them. See if we can import some of this stuff. I don't know what got rid of our Qing market exactly. Yeah, let's just take a look. We're actually just going to go through it all the way. We're going to import inputs and export outputs. Because somehow a bunch of our trade routes got canceled, I guess. Or they've just gotten canceled as stuff has happened. And maybe this is a big part of why our economy's not doing the hottest. Just importing a ton of inputs. And as these ramp up, we'll be in better shape. Fish, of course. Also, they are more likely to construct these inputs when we are importing them because they're more profitable. So it does shape the way the other people's markets will form, which has long-term effects. Forgot the Bavarians left our market. Big sad. Might be able to get liquor from some, yeah, from some Muslim places. Just to try and freshen this economy up. Look, we're like making way more money. Standard of living hasn't started to skyrocket yet. It might if we cut some things. Alright, rubber and silk now. Oh, did all our trade routes get deleted when we switched to being the Danubian state? That might be it. That would explain a lot, actually. Also, I think we fought a lot of these people over the past, like, episode and a half, or 2 episodes, 3 episodes, and really not done a deep dive to make sure that stuff works. Alright, now time to export. Exporting all the finished goods. Airplanes would be great if we could export. We really want them to be dependent on us, and we'd rather focus on infrastructure. Although I guess it doesn't matter as much now that we're a council republic. We can kind of do whatever we want now. We're not restricted by just kind of having to force industry. But this will make all of our industries way more profitable, so that's why we're doing it. Not going to export the luxury goods. Trying to increase standard of living, yo. Anyone want tanks? Probably not. Bavaria wants tanks. Hot. Love to see it. Alright. Created a whole bunch of trade routes. Oh, we want more enactment chance. That drawing was insulting. Okay. Let's take a look at our budget. We can't afford to decrease that. Standard of living's not climbing yet either. Population's flattened out. Yeah, maybe it was a little premature for the Council Republic here, but we can't undo it. Because the guys we need to undo it are fading away into the nothingness. So I'm gonna try an outlaw dissent here. That way no one can talk out against the Council Republic. Let's see about fixing, so playing a little whack-a-mole, probably need to, yeah. Let's make sure all these places are in fact, we're actually going to turn off all this. I know we, like, by hand switched a lot of these over, but I want to turn them off in all the new places. So we're going to subsidize all these. They are all worker cooperatives. Great handshakes all across the world. Seems to have helped. Is this decreased? It's decreased since we enacted Council Republic. What do you want? Porcelain, groceries, tea. Tea's real expensive. Interesting. Well, we can't make any tea ourselves. Do that for groceries. Do it in probably another spot as well. That has a lot of, yeah, peasants are unemployed. And porcelain was also expensive. Let's see if we can do the same thing with glass. Yikes. Man. Gonna have to get rid of the consumption tax. Ton of extra bureaucracy though, so we're kind of overpaying on the bureaucracy front. I don't know where it's all coming from that we have so much more than we did before. Oh, maybe the petite bourgeoisie was angry at us and now they're happy with us or something. That would make some amount of sense. I think rural folk are probably having it come up, would be my guess. I just declare neutrality in a lot of these. Could also decrease construction further if we wanted. We did acquire a bunch of construction and then turn it up. That's probably also a source of some of this expense. Most of it's government wages, which we could decrease if we wanted. Currently have them high. We could decrease them because they're not giving us another tax anyways now, so we could just go bink and go bink. Of course, we can't undo that, so that's a thing. Standard of living's finally starting to kick up. We are getting migration events. I suppose we did have some turmoil and stuff as well. These haven't fully realized after that. Notably, here we have a state in Dalmatia that has the energy production bonus, which is kind of rare and really good. So we'll probably just build this really tall for electricity from now on. Like this. Something like that. But we don't... Yeah, we really don't need as much for institutions, especially once we swap to appointed bureaucrats. So... I mean, I guess we could do this. Play a little whack-a-mole here. Do something about this. How naughty are we currently? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. God, we have even more bureaucracy. We have a -5% penalty right now. Jeez. This is kicking up, and this is kicking up now. Yeah, look at this. This is like, I think this is when we enacted Council Republic. We get this and then this. And we get outlawed dissent. Hell yeah, brother. So now we get to put down some more consumption taxes. Tax the luxury clothes because our people are obsessed with them. Oh, we can tax transportation? This will increase the price of transportation. No, wait. People will consume less of it. Will decrease the price of transportation, which we don't want to do. But we can go bink bink. Decrease this. Do like free trade. We can switch to anarchy here. We will take an authority hit, which kind of sucks considering how much we're getting from outlawed dissent and wealth voting. Might even have to stop encouraging manufacturing. And overall, I don't think this is quite a useful one, so I think we're going to stick on wealth voting for now. It's kind of wild, but we could go back to autocracy, I suppose. Who supports it? The current Intelligentsia guy himself. That's kind of funny. Why don't we switch to interventionalism, though? And then... do kind of want to go elected bureaucrats at some point, but... this will allow us to subsidize buildings that we want. We could go command economy. Except... mandated subsidies is really bad. And people consume more as we give them more money. It's beautiful. I wonder if consumption tax gets... I imagine consumption tax is way better when you have, I mean, it's still bad, but when you have Council Republic. It's gonna continue to crank up, I think. Alright, what are they consuming a lot of here? Groceries and, well... do some of this action, I guess. And this is just cranking up too. Let's see, what is really the income tax is coming up? Consumption taxes is went way up because we added this coming up on dividends taxes. Minting is just slowly going up, and diplopacts. I mean, the economy looks much healthier now than it did before. Don't think we want the anarchy. Can we even decrease this again? Maybe. I think we aren't interested in running an interest too much, so we'll just let this tick for now. And this, we want this to crank up slowly anyways. So we really flood the market with people. Okay. Definitely set all these to auto-expand. Steadily climbing here still. Power of the Council Republic. Council. Alright, let's see. Syria's in. They don't want to join our customs union. Transvaal probably won't. Ah, they will. Interesting. Manchuria, we'll just why can't we change you? Because we can't be changed. Okay. Afghanistan, they're friendly. We have a customs union, have one. Don't have one, but they don't want to play nice with us. Scotland, we want to get them in the customs union. They will accept. Bavaria, we will have to work on. I think in new territories I'm just going to add 5. Because I will use them eventually. Still continuing to grow. We could delete some of our government buildings, but we'll have to build them up eventually again as our population grows. Stalling out a little bit here. Probably to be expected because we got a bunch of new pops into our market when we annexed the areas. Are we not working on a law? Well, interventionism is just better than laissez-faire at this point, because we can subsidize if we want to. We could subsidize the military buildings. We don't want to do command economy. Don't want to change taxes. We do want to change this to this. I guess we don't want to change anything, because we want the extra authority from wealth voting. It's kind of funny, but like, everyone's like equally wealthy now, so it's kind of fine. These guys are soon going to be disappeared from the picture entirely. The People's Revolution. The Workers' Republic. Communist Party wins. We will do some of this just to be more legitimate. Don't think we're passing anything with just the armed forces now anyways. kind of coming down. We can finally build this rural stuff and have it be good though, so maybe we want to do some of that. Bohemia has a ton, wow. Looks like grain's cheap in the market. We are importing grain a bunch. And the wine. I want to see what this People's Revolution event does. So, might just play until that point. Literacy hits 90%. Woohoo! We also did acquire a lot of military from them, I think. That if we deleted all this... Oh, and they're running, like, PMs that use gas. Why don't we just delete all their military, because we don't need it. Really wish it didn't scroll us through, but here we are. Forgot we acquired their military too. And I think maybe we can decrease this yet again. And the increased consumption. I mean, this has just been shooting up. It's straight vertical, basically. I think it's as we are getting rid of upper strata. Oh, how are you hanging on? 73% of those are getting welfare payments, but we want them to swap what they are. We want them to change. So we could decrease welfare. Yeah, I think this is part of the problem. I think welfare probably went up. Oh. Well, it's spiking around a little bit. It's not very high. I think it overall came down since we enacted the Council Republic. You are consuming luxury clothes, which we can't help with. Porcelain and groceries we can, though. And then porcelain. Do it. Steadily climbing this is. We need these guys to disappear. They're getting welfare payments that are keeping them in. Could decrease the welfare. I think they're also swapping. 1.7 million. Yeah, there's not many of them left. There's only 1,000 of them that are below. So it's like 30k of them left. And their average standard of living is really low. They're taking welfare. I don't think this is a problem. Just takes a little while to adjust. We will decrease this again, which of course will make people spend more, which will stimulate the economy, which is why, even though it said minus 2.3 mil, it only minus 1.7 mil. And then this creeps up, which is going to start pulling more pups. Be a little naughty, maybe. That should be enough. Whoa. That's just raising that one army cost that much? That's insane. Why? I guess we're gonna swap to interventionalism right now. Could swap traditionalism. Don't think it's worth it. I think we want interventionalism. They can solve their own problem. Now, because we're paying way more on mill goods, did uptick a little bit. It should wind down though. But what I'm thinking of in terms of subsidies is subsidizing. Well, I can't really subsidize this building now, can I? Though. I don't think this goes through because they'll be minus 75. Oh, and their bankruptcy? Yeah, this definitely doesn't go through. Someone big has to join them. A few big boys, actually. And this continues to climb, which is going to pull more pops. Also, it's going to help standard of living, but kind of secondary effects. Wow, that dipped so much. Really waiting for the industrialists to get weak. I suppose we could suppress them if we had the authority. That way we would lose this. Why don't we try something out? So this is 800k and this is... okay, let's get rid of 2 of these. Let's suppress them. No. Suppress them. Just make this interest group disappear forever. I think we want to annex them, so we're damaging relations with them right now. So we don't want that. You okay, China? Probably not. Yikes, we lost some authority somewhere. Maybe the popularity of our leader? They got a little bit of an uptick right after we started suppressing them. Kind of funny, it's probably just politicians or admirals dying. Definitely don't want the industrialists. Oh, my kingdom to not have to scroll and have this messed up every time. We are paying for some of these we don't want to be. Let's make sure we have interest in all the world. So all the world can do trade with us, and we can do trade with all the world. Oop. Back to gaining money, even after getting rid of some of those taxes. So we are doing really well here. Oh, this is interesting. The Red Army. There's a Stalin quote I'm a fan of, and by fan I mean fan in terms of how horrifying it is. He said it takes a brave man not to be a hero in the Red Army, because there was more to fear from Stalin than the enemy. Absolutely disgusting. Graduated taxation. Interesting. So they'll probably want to join the communists then, I assume. If I put them in government, would I be more legitimate? No. But I'm not less legitimate, really. The Industrialists are gonna get clouded out here. It looks like Hooligan gave in. So we can do some of this. This. Probably need more infrastructure there. Oh, it's in East Borneo. Just kidding. That's why all our PMs are okay. They can handle themselves, I think. Damn. How much? You have the infrastructure for it, so we're gonna go for the tea because it's really expensive. And then all this. Just a little bit. Oop. Don't want that. That looks rather nice. Alright. I think the people want more groceries. And they want more of this stuff. I guess it could have been increasing by bigger amounts. We're still getting oil discoveries, which is interesting. Some rails on top of whatever they're doing here. I hate how that happens. Where like you click and it pops up and then you click on it because it popped up. Like that, exactly. Kind of watching for once these guys get under 5%, because then I'm going to stop suppressing them. The Veiled Protectorate. I don't think we're getting that in that. I don't think there's a good way to do that. Ooh, did we dip? No, we're going up. Going to the moon. And we've almost decreased his taxes down to the lowest level too. Because we were running a deficit before. Yeah, Council Republic's really strong. We just get to have a higher standard of living, so we get to have a better pop attraction. While other stuff's going on at the same time. Cool. They will probably need, yeah. You will need another rail. Now I could subsidize this if I wanted to, which would be insane, but I could do it. If I subsidize this and delete all my other arms industries, I think I will get to flood the market with weapons. And make everyone else's industry not very good. I think it will also be really expensive for me. See how many arms industries we have that aren't there. We could delete half of them. Or, well, they would just become wildly unprofitable. We could just leave them in place and they wouldn't do anything. I mean, let's just click the button and find out what happens. So arms prices are currently pretty cheap, I think. Or sorry, relatively expensive. So minus 2%, plus 13%. And this place is going to wind up so much employment. Which is like a form of stimulus too, right? We are going to have to pay a lot less for military goods. So, how much are we paying on the arms industries? Oh, we have a bunch of other subsidies going on. We gotta stop those. We just want the one arms industry in Wallachia. So, we're paying 66K for arms industries, but let's see. Goods for military buildings. Hasn't gone down that much. Kind of gonna give us confounding variable looking at this stuff. But most of what we're spending is on ammo anyway. Let's look at this price of small arms and stuff. I'm guessing they'll be super cheap. Yeah, the prices come down quite a bit. Not as cheap as I thought they would be. But could we do the same thing with ammo? Currently we're paying 1.2 mil for goods for military buildings. 300K on ammo. We'll see just how like expensive it is or what it looks like. I mean, I think it's helping to push up the standard of living in the Wallachia. Certainly increasing our outputs and stuff. We could make it more worry than that. It's gonna give us some confounding variables on our, like, what we're looking at. But you're spending a lot on ammo. They won't join until we're not infamous anymore. But we're paying 100k for arms. Only 3.4k for munitions. They're probably not fully employed yet. I mean, it does make stuff more stable. I think it's not worth it to subsidize these just because, but it's also raising the standard of living, so we're gonna get more migrants, and we're also paying people more. So it's like, it's how do you want to stimulate the economy with your money, and that's like one way to stimulate the economy with your money. It's kind of interesting. There's no way you go pop off here. There is a way. All right. Why aren't they getting assigned? Am I just misclicking? And then I think I need another general. Yeah, I do. Part of the Red Army. Come on, there has to be too many guys. Just back down. Just let it go. Oh, damn it. Guess we also didn't have the Navy ready too. Definitely not gonna go with the Industrialists. Maybe we should have fired one of these guys. Now we're somehow making money? What? Despite our subsidies. Okay, the munition one's not so bad. The munition one's, I think, is actually good for us here. Yeah, I just think the gun ones is not good for us. Although we can dump guns to other people's market to kill their industry. So let's go trade route. We still have free trade. So we can export not too much ammo, but can we export the guns? I mean, a little bit here and there. An obligation from Egypt. Can we make them a protectorate? No. The whatever veil will not be going through. But, man, we are starting to really make a lot of money. This is stalling out a little bit, but more people are coming. Of course, that dropped a bit. Literacy. Doesn't really matter too much. The literacy is low. I think I want one union everywhere, though. Oh, we're making money because of this. Not because we're so smart and clever. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Of course, these industries are now very profitable because there's so much demand because of the ammo thing. So maybe it helps our downwind industries enough. Yeah, these are super profitable here. I mean, artificially just creating demand with the subsidies. Oh my god. Oh, we already went way over on the infra. Okay, they'll be fine, I guess. We had the idea to overbuild before, it seems. Stricter laws. Are you weak yet? Oh, why aren't you out of the radical party? Can you not disappear from the party when you're getting... So maybe the play is to bolster the rural folk instead? Get some of their bonuses? Or the landowners? Alright, we're gonna bolster the rural folk. Because we want their bonuses. What? Oh, I don't have enough. RIP. Forgot we were running a deficit. Rip the dream. Yeah, this is really looking good after things start recovering. Although we do also have a bunch of extra territory. I don't know, a lot of variables in here, but I generally think Council Republic's really strong. Just took a little while. Or fighting Canada. Do that. Yeah, us having a tiff with the United States is also... We were doing a lot of trade with the United States economy, so it's difficult to evaluate, like, objectively. That probably is not worth the trade route. I think we can do this now. Welfare payments have been increasing. Were you just paying out to these guys? So maybe we want to decrease welfare for a little bit. Really let them get annihilated. Play some whack-a-mole. Okay. Let's see the People's Revolution. I'm gonna up the speed here, just trying to get to that event. Wanted to take a quick look at it before we conclude this run with the Danubian state. Do have the US capital. We just have a bunch of extra army that we're not using. Yeah, we do. Alright, psychologically affected, romantic. You will be our hero. Takes a brave man not to be a hero in the Red Army. And the balance just like oscillates pretty wildly. That is the capital, right? New England HQ, Dixie HQ. Did they pull a sneaker and move the capital? Great Plains HQ, Midwest HQ. Yeah, it's the capital. Yeah, so they're hurting. There is a maximum of 20 generals, which is a little silly, but it is what it is. Oh my god, my kingdom just be able to scroll through this menu. What is going on with Austria and Prussia here? Unifying Germany. We will again help Austria here. And not let them unify Germany. I think we're going to need another general. He kind of sucks, but he'll do. Oh my god. User experience standpoint, it's very not cool. What, do they back down? Prussia backs down. So now, they have German leadership. Austria does. Come on, we've helped you so much. We'll protectorate you eventually. I don't even think we're gonna win this war. Man, that sucks. Not making progress fast enough, I guess. I've been making a lot of progress here. Standard living's kind of leveling out here. We could click this. We are attracting pops though. My point exactly. Guess we could take a look at laws again. Man, they gotta make it... I feel like the free speech system is like really broken because of how you like just switch to outlawed dissent after you pass everything. Industrialists still super angry. Super angry at us. Maybe we can. No, we can't just take the 1 mil. I guess we can. I'm gonna eat the 1 mil for a while. I suppose getting rid of those will also stimulate the economy to some extent, so it's gonna decrease slowly as people are consuming more because they're not paying as much into the consumption tax. I guess we can land Canada's capital? I don't know where it is. Actually, like, IRL don't know where it is. There, okay. they can't get the war goal. Yeah, they're gonna get crushed then. We subsidize. Yeah, let's bankroll them. Just to make sure that they want to stay in the war longer. So they don't run a huge deficit. Hey, look, our economy's recovering. Meanwhile. Yeah, that's good enough for me. US abandons Brazil. Just getting, so the reason why I'm doing it like this is because I'm just trying to get guys up to 50 so they have the max economies of scale bonus available to them. We are fine with Brazil having a rebellion here. Ooh, looks like Canada's folding. Black gold, black money. Well, these guys hate us no matter what, so... I think I might like Rev Brazil better. Monarchy, interventionism, free trade, sunset suffrage. Like, I think I like Rev Brazil more, but they will get booted out of the market, so... Well, we'll let Rev Brazil happen. It's not gonna matter. We're about done with this run. We did have a general die. Was not a big boy. He's scarred. Must be from being in the Red Army. Come on, just... No, he can't get sent out because he's inside of the party. I think the party has to have less than 5% clout, which is not happening. Dun 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 dun. Banana. Just take a look how profitable all these are. Tea is wildly profitable. Livestock pretty profitable. There we go. Amazonian uprising against New Granada. I think New Granada's in our market, so on that basis we're gonna say no. Did I forget to subsidize Panama Canal? No, I didn't. They're set. They're chilling. Well, now we'll see what our economy looks like. I think we don't want to subsidize these arms, though. So now might be a good time to stop. But subsidizing the ammo might be okay. Because it's really not too expensive. It makes our boom booms more expensive. Maybe it's not good either. Kinda think it's fine. I think in principle, subsidizing the guns might also be fine. It's just much too high a level. Like, it's just way overbuilt, which was kind of our experiment, like overbuilding it. So this place is just gonna hemorrhage money and fire people. It'd be interesting to see if standard living goes down enough. Are we still trading with them? Alright, and we get this event, which they're always going to get vanguardist leaders. Ooh, suppression impact. Bureaucracy institution, that's big. That's big. Path to anarchy. That's also big. We would generate so many loyalists this way. I mean, we already have a ton of loyalists, but and each one adds a different thing to the journal. What's the 5-year plan? Except I don't want to subsidize everything, because like I showed with the arms, a lot of industries are like overbuilt and can't reach max employment anyways. They're like looking for more labor. I think having to subsidize everything, like this for example, if we had to subsidize that, that would wreck our economy so hard. Like this too. And we would have to micromanage way more, which I don't want to have to do. Which is kind of why I think command economy sucks. Like, it's nice to just be able to build stuff up. Although, I guess we should be building a lot less electricity stuff. Even though electricity is one of the more expensive things in our market. And it says that it'll be profitable, but then it's not. Oh well. Alright, I think I'm going to call it around. We just wanted to mess around a little with the Danubian state, see what was what. You know, if we stop bolstering these guys and actually put in our consumption taxes like we would, you know, our economy would be cranking pretty well. We have, you know, high standard of living, almost decrease, no, we can't decrease that, but overall, yeah, call it a bit of a run. Danubian state is finished. We could play a little 7 more years, but I don't really have any goals here. So I think I'm gonna call it. And I wouldn't want to set a goal that like isn't very achievable or something. We achieved what we wanted to. We are infamous. We've been a little naughty boy to do it, but we do have the Danubian state starting out as Wallachia. So I guess I'll just quickly go over this stuff because it's maybe interesting. It's got a ton of prestige. GDP is really high. Standard of living is really high. Population is really high and has been growing quite quick. We're about to pass the East India Trade Company, and our market is still pretty big. Even though we were a naughty boy and a couple of people left, it has retained a lot of its size. You know, we got Japan, we got Philippines, Spain, every one of Spain's normal subjects. A lot of South America. Brazil popped out at some point. Oh no, that's Rev Brazil. Just popped out. Which kind of hurt our market a little bit, but, you know, overall things were good. If we wanted to, like, continue the run, we could maybe, like, look to vassalize some of these guys. Or get them into our market, something like this. But this is going to be it. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. If you have a request for a different country you want me to play, feel free to put it in, and have a good one.